Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Ashu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florine Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's get into this reading. It is a 3-card spread, including the top and bottom of the deck. Let's run through your cards. All right, you got the King of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords in your first position. All right, Ace of Swords in reverse. Second position, you have Temperance clarified by the Three of Wands. Third position, Death in reverse clarified by the Tower. Top of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups clarified by Message from Air. You guys have been getting Message from Air a lot, all right? Bottom of the deck, you got the Sun clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna start at the top of the deck because you guys keep getting message from air. This is a message coming directly from your ancestors, directly from heaven, Ten of Cups. Okay, this is probably the third or fourth time that this fairy, this particular one, keeps coming out, all right? And I've read it in a previous reading, I'm gonna read it again. And it says, stick to what you have agreed and do not let yourself down. You have the inspiration and protection necessary to finish your work, creation, project, task, or procedure. Negative things will disappear and your capacity will be seen. Tune up your senses and train yourself more intensively because there will be great prospects for you. Y'all, and I see it. It's the truth. Your great prospects are here in your second position. Right? With Temperance, Three of Wands, there's some information coming in, but I do see the negativity. I do see the negativity that will sort of make its way through. Resilience and a good attitude are needed for whatever is going on here in your third position. Like seriously, guys, 2023 seems to be like a turning point for you, a big turning point. There's blessings and abundance that are coming through, but for some of you can easily be lost depending on the types of relationships you maintain, especially ones that are dead, right? Ones that should be gone. But the energy here for success is here. Things have been difficult. Things have been difficult. And there's a planetary placement because your planets in this reading are the Sun and Mars, okay? The houses that you have are the 9th house, 8th house within the reading. You also have the 4th, 12th, 7th, 3rd, and 11th. But I'm going to focus on your 8th and 9th house today. Yeah. All right. So here, let's get into this. Let's get into the first position. You have the King of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is a communication coming in. Somebody wants to tell you something. This either has to do with love or it has to do with some form of official business. But there is a lie or a manipulation to it, okay? Or what I feel for, if it's love, right? I feel like somebody wanted to share their feelings, but they always held back. Like they're not expressing themselves about what they really want, who they are, or something like that. They're distant. They want to, second position, they want to mix with you, figure out if there's something that you guys have in common, but this person is distant for some reason, and they could just be a liar. You know, it could be a good thing that this person has been far off, okay? There's a third party situation, all right? If this is love, because for some of you, I'm gonna tell you this, if this is some form of official business, there's someone who has access to information that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to get to. This is something that there was a lie or manipulation, could be around money or something like that, or something maybe going on at work. But this person knows the truth and they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you about this lie or how someone manipulated something. This Libra energy could be about a legal thing or what someone very close to you did. You're going to find like someone close is an enemy or they were manipulating something, right? Now, back to this love thing though. The funny thing that I'm feeling about the King of Swords, Temperance, Three of Wands, there is either, I saw a flight, okay, with all these wings, and like there's a pilot, flight attendant, okay? You see how there's travel here and this person's fixing drinks? And then I'm feeling like a doctor and a nurse because we got the healing energy of Temperance. So the relationship that is here is one where somebody works closely to a superior, right? If it's not literal pilot, flight attendant, doctor, nurse, it's, you know, maybe it's a team lead and the person that they work with or whatever the case may be. There's some form of superior, assistant thing, relationship going on. Now, someone either hasn't made a move because they're in a relationship and they didn't want to say. Someone hasn't made a move because they don't know if they want a relationship. You know, with this Temperance Sagittarian energy and the Three of Wands, I feel like somebody is still looking. Somebody's still searching, looking for the right one, you know, or dating. I feel like they just don't want to be attached. But Three of Wands is sometimes looking for someone while holding on to another person. So for some of you, that literally could be the case. So I don't know if you are dating someone who travels for work, works in the health industry or in a legal field or something like that. But yeah, like this could be a traveling nurse or someone, you know, travels in the medical field, or an athlete. Sagittarian energy could be an athlete. It could also be a spiritualist, a reverend, something like that. This is a person who, yeah, they're involved. They have like Sagittarian traits or Libran traits. Give me a second. But they're involved or they're dating around, and that's why you guys haven't been able to come together, right? I don't know. Some of you may have thought that this is my person with all this angel stuff going on, but if they're being this distant and cold, it's not, I don't know, it might not be worth it, okay? So yeah, that's what I have for you. If it's not love, this is information about a manipulation, something that somebody lied about. When you have the sun and the tower like this is a truth being revealed, some form of truth coming to light, okay? So whether it's about someone being involved with someone or a lie concerning money or manipulating a document or something like that, that's here. Give me a second. Something about travel too. Yeah, guys, I have that message for you concerning travel when it comes to your planets and houses, but we'll get to it. All right. So for your third position, you got death in reverse, clarified by the tower. Okay. So here is where we have Mars in the eighth house Scorpio with death. All right. So this is where we're going to get into your planets and houses. All right. So like I said, I told you I was going to focus on the 8th and 9th house, but I'm also going to focus on the first house. So with Mars in the 8th, this can indicate a surgery. It can indicate some sort of inner turmoil or a sudden change to a situation. Now, this is carrying so much energy, all right, with a lot of things going on. Sudden changes here could be around finances. 8th house energy could be, you know, someone else's money. I think that for some of you, your finances could be changing for the better. The only way that I could see it changing for the worst is you maintaining relationships with someone who you can't trust, or someone from the past you should have let go, or someone who you know just doesn't manage their finances well. Okay, so that's where a sudden change could happen, either for the good or for the bad. If you're having a surgery, I don't know where the surgery thing is coming from. Surgery could be a malpractice thing. All right, with the King of Swords, Ace of Swords in the reverse. So do your due diligence if you're having a surgery. Make sure you know any kind of accreditations of the doctor and all that kind of stuff, and just their history. Then you have this inner turmoil. Now the inner turmoil could be from you or from someone outside of you. And that's another reason why you gotta look at your relationships. Mars energy would indicate separations. All right. So there is an energy of someone spiraling a little bit, okay? This could be because of some sort of karma. Someone can't handle the consequences of their actions. They're grabbing at whatever they think, whatever offer they think that will allow them to escape this feeling, the spiraling feeling that they have. So, just be aware of that. I don't know if that's in your energy now or that could be coming to you later. It doesn't have to be in love. This could be a family member. It could be a friend. But know that if you know that someone's suffering their consequences and they're asking too much of you, you be firm and don't bend. There's something here about, being firm, not conceding, going with your first mind, trusting your intuition. Also thinking, a lot of it really is rational thinking. Somebody is going to ask you to do something that literally just doesn't make any sense, right? And you may think I have enough abundance to go with whatever cockamamie thing that this person is saying, but it's worse than that. So sometimes it's literally just common sense. Don't do nothing that actually works against you, okay? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, because there is somebody in your energy who could tear down what you build, right? And sometimes it's someone very close to you, all right? Give me a second. With these sudden changes. Now, when you get Mars, the other thing, another sudden change could be with who you meet. All right. Your luck could change through some form of partnership. Okay. Now, I mentioned somebody could be dating an athlete, or this is your own ideas expanding. Right, where someone's interested in what you do, because I believe I said this earlier, I may or may not have, but this position, this Three of Wands, is about deals, acquisitions, inventions, and expansions. Something you've created, decided to make. Some of you, there could be a foreigner that helps you, or there's travel involved in you getting this done. The message here is whatever you set in motion, will go beyond your wildest dreams, okay? But the work getting there, okay, is like a chicken scratching at dirt, Instead of somebody using a shovel, it's almost like a chicken just scratching at the dirt. So what that is saying is you need to have persistence, okay? You need to have some form of commitment and effort over time in order to reap the benefits of whatever it is you're working on. This could be something that involves you and your education, or this could be an idea. Remember when I was telling you about the fairy, this is whatever project you have, whatever your endeavor is that you know is right for you. Stick with what you know. Keep working on it. Here with the sun, Nine of Pentacles, the sun is shining on the crop. Whatever she's planting seeds for, the sun is shining on, meaning it'll be a success, meaning you should tend to it and nurture it, right? Don't walk away from it, because it takes time for things to sprout and grow. Okay, so if you've been having that feeling that this is going to take a little time, I believe in this, I love what I'm doing, then stick with it. Don't let the inner turmoil of Mars in the 8th pull you away from it. Sometimes when we put all our eggs in one basket and it's taking time for something to give us a result, we want to walk away. So maybe you want to set aside a certain amount of time to put energy and effort, and then put your focus on something else, so you don't feel like I just got to give up on this one thing because it's not moving quick enough. The energy here, oh my God. If you give up on this, you're giving up on something that's going to be extremely huge in the future, okay? Give me 1 second. Yeah, these are like, this is going to change your life. Whatever you're working on, it's going to change your life. All right. I don't know if some of you are, mixing, because I'm seeing a health thing here, but this, sometimes that could be about like mixing oils. This could be bath stuff. This could be serums, all kinds of things when it comes to temperance, because it's something of an artistic thing as well. So, or music, just stick with it. Stick with it. Give me a second. Where was I? Let me go back to your houses and planets. The reason why it's important to talk about continuing on is because you guys have Mars in the first energy. So this suggests a difficult birth. So some of you check your chart. All right. So this position, what I'm about to say, it suggests a difficult birth. It also suggests choosing the hardest road, but succeeding. There will be disagreements and rushing into a situation before the proper time. Okay? This could be why someone wants to walk away from something, because either they started too early or they didn't realize the length of time it would take to actually have it complete. All right? But this position is not only for the first house. It applies to all the angular houses. So it applies to the first, fourth, seventh, and 10th house. So check your chart. If you have Mars in your first, fourth, seventh, and 10th, you were probably a difficult birth. Maybe you are going to have a difficult birth with a child that you're pregnant with right now. But if you do have this in your own chart, you are someone who has picked the hardest path, but you will succeed. There are obstacles, there are disagreements. This is why it's important to sever dead relationships. This is why it's important to use common sense and intuition for these new relationships coming, because these new things, these new people are really going to help you grow. All right? Give me a second. Because when you have the sun in the first, this promises the limelight through your charm and appeal. All right? So you will be noticed. Don't worry. If you feel like you're not noticed now, you're going to be noticed in time, definitely in the near future. You also have Mars in the 9th, all right? That Sagittarian energy we're getting from Temperance, and with Three of Wands, Mars energy. This suggests an individual attacks another religion or spirituality. This has been coming up a lot for you guys, where I keep saying there's a religious thing. I don't know who's coming up against you for your beliefs or whatever it is, but remember, stand firm in what you believe. You don't have to take up, some other religion or spirituality that's not yours. I don't know who's bothering you about that. I could also take that as just you being an individual in general. Like, you may stand out. You're different. You guys have been getting a lot of starseed energy, chosen one energy. So that is here too. This is why you have a difficult road. Chosen ones definitely have a difficult road. You're so different from everybody. Your vibration is different. So that's another thing here, why someone would be against you for what you believe or how you're going about your spiritual path. Another thing that Mars in the 9th, it suggests danger in foreign land, possibly death. This talks about someone who has an extreme drive, persevering to accomplish seemingly impossible goals. A lot of athletes have this placement, Mars in the 9th. So, like I said, impossible goals is someone who has a difficult road. You may think it's impossible because of the amount of time it takes, and it's really something you can achieve and accomplish. All right? It's those things that you took a gamble on, or, it's a calculated risk. But there's success. There's a lot of reward for it. Hold on. With this thing about death, there was something in your reading yesterday that I noticed, and I didn't mention it, but it's here again today. There's either an outer body experience or a near-death experience. I'm feeling that with death. What is that? Tower. And with this fairy and the 10 of Cups. Okay? With death in reverse, I feel like it's near death, like it doesn't happen, like you don't die, but if it's not you, and I know some of y'all are like, oh my God, I do not want to take that energy in, whatever, you don't have to. I'm just telling you what's here, because it could be you or it could be someone in your energy that had a near-death experience. Give me a second. Yeah, so just be careful when you're traveling to foreign land. Trust your intuition, trust your dreams around that. If that's not the case, it could be about a foreigner or something. So really take it as it resonates. Give me a second. Yeah. That's what I have for you as far as your planets go. All right. Yeah. Let me see if there's any other note. Make sure I don't forget anything. Yeah. Just, it's something about preparing for difficult times here. Being prepared for any kind of difficulty. Because you may have, if you if you trust this is real important for you to get into your spirituality this year because of what could happen with other people or with things outside of you. Like I said before, when you're dealing with Pluto or 8th house energy, you're dealing with things outside of you. These are things that happen with other people, things that could happen with society at large. So if there are things to come that are out of our control, we got to be ready for it. This is why we got to stick to what it is that we want to do. This is why if we get an influx of money of any kind, we should save it and not spend too much, because we don't know what could come. This is giving that energy, a surprise. It could be good surprises, but it could be things that, like I said, are out of our control that we don't like. The other thing here is not acting out of anger. All right. Try to control your anger. Maybe that's something when you are out and about traveling or something like that. You don't know where you are. You don't know what other people do. You don't know how other people, will act or behave. Yeah. Because here in your 10 of Cups, this is talking about destiny. One is telling you to handle your abundance with care, but it's saying that life is a mix of destiny, of free will, and that certain things are kind of uncertain. It's like destiny, free will, luck, and we don't have control over what other people do, right? So in order to maintain happiness, one, we got to be resilient. We got to be grateful, roll with the punches kind of thing. But two, there is an ability for you to see things ahead of time. And that's by keeping to your faith, right? Because that's what I'm telling you guys, give your offerings, feed your Ori, follow whatever the guidance is telling you to do right now, because it's keeping you safe. Some of these obstacles, because we got that Mars in the first, which suggests, the hardest road, you don't have to feel all the effects of every single thing that's coming up to you as an obstacle. Rather than feeling it, it may delay you rather than hurting you. And there's a difference then from being delayed and actually being adversely affected by something, okay? Rather you have a delay than be adversely affected, because then that will mess with your mental, which is where all of this energy and talk about resilience keeps coming up, okay? Difficult paths, uncertain destinies. The only way that your destiny is uncertain is if you keep fighting yourself with that inner turmoil. If you keep fighting yourself, you won't make a firm decision to commit, or if you don't know how to separate from the things that no longer serve you, that's how you could sort of make your destiny more uncertain. All right. And I hate to say it like this, but I guess that's where we are. It's the stakes are a little bit higher because there's so much to gain. There's connections that are gonna really progress you, right? So be open to that as well. But it's hard to meet new people when we're dealing with old connection issues or falling for the okie doke, with people. So one of the things, I guess, is, have a rational mind. You're going to be able to peep the lies, keep nurturing whatever it is that you started. Okay. And don't be taken advantage of by new love, family, or old friends. You should keep your distance from certain people. With that King of Swords energy, it's important. The distance protects you from manipulation. It allows you to maintain whatever abundance is coming in. Some sudden change, okay? So that's what I have for you. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys, see you.